In this video, we have two objects. They leave at different times and speed. And so let's begin. So you go from point A to point B, and it takes 3 hours. You immediately go from point B back to point A with a speed that is 10 miles per hour less than your speed going from point A to point B. And altogether, this trip took 7 hours. And so the question is, how fast were you driving from point A to point B and from point B to point A? And so if you want to pause the video and attempt this problem, feel free. So first thing, we need to think what would be useful to solve this problem. And that's going to be distance is equal to time times rate. And so as an example, if your time is only 1 hour and your speed is like 30 miles per hour, that distance would be 30 miles. And so I'm going to draw this little table right here. One will be the path, so A to B and B to A. One will be the time, one will be rate, and one will be distance. Okay, so here it says you go from point A to point B and it takes 3 hours. So I'm going to put a 3 right here. For A to B, time is 3. And I know altogether this trip took 7 hours. So from B to A, it would be 7 minus 3, or 4 hours. Here it says you immediately go from point B to point A with a speed that is 10 miles per hour less than your speed going from point A to point B. And I could say that the path of A to B, the speed would be X miles per hour, and B to A would be X minus 10 miles per hour. As an example, let's say A to B is 30 miles per hour, then B to A would be 20 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour less than your speed going from point A to point B. And so this is what we have now. And so the next step, we know that distance is equal to time times rate. And so our distance from A to B would be 3x, and for B to A, our distance would be 4 times x is 4x, 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. And it's important to know that the distance is the same because it's the same length. And so we have 3x is equal to 4x minus 40. Move the 4x over to the left, you would get negative x is equal to negative 40. And so x is equal to 40 miles per hour, and then x minus 10 would be 30 miles per hour. And we can always check. So the distance would be 120 because 3 times 40 is 120. Likewise, 4 times 40 is 160 minus 40 is 120. So we know the distance would be 120 miles. So A to B, you go at 40 miles per hour. And so 120 miles times 1 hour divided by 40 miles would give us 3 hours. So that checks out. Likewise, 120 miles times 1 hour divided by 30 miles would be 4 hours. And so that also checks out. And that's how you would approach these types of problems. And that's pretty much it for this video.